Evening all, how are we? Welcome to Warriors of Attraction. I've got the biggest smile on my face. Things are looking up here. So, I see Andrea smiling in the background as usual. Yeah, she loves that smile. Yeah, so things are looking up. So, we are going to welcome Andrea to do her poem. So, let's have her. Hello.
Hey, everybody. Yes, I'm so thankful that I get to share this part of a poem that I've been working on. This Sunday, I will be at City Impact from 1 to 5 with a bunch of wonderful people. Shout out to April Satchel for always bringing the missing, murdered Indigenous women and now relatives. And I was asked to speak again for my third, maybe fourth year. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of the poem.
I'm a foul.
It's called Where Are Our MMIR? Where are they? Where are our MMIR? Banished for our political act of being indigenous. Not cool. Worthless, drunks, and savages are how we're construed. Where are our MMIR? Missing, murdered indigenous relatives. Where are you? This has been an epidemic throughout centuries, so heartbreaking and blue. Where are our MMIR? Soon as the settlers viewed us, plans of genocide ensued us. Turtle Island, the degradation interlude. Where are our MMIR? The settlers presenting in a giving and peaceful mood turned out to be betrayal and tragic snafu. Where our MMIR. And so I have more to finish of it, but that's the beginning that I've come up with. So thank you for allowing me to share it. And I'll see whoever's going to come check us out at City Impact in Lincoln, Nebraska, Sunday, the 28th from 1 to 5.
Oh, you've got to do it live. Come on.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll tune. I'll be there in spirit. How's that?
That'll be great. And if anyone catches it on video, usually she does, I will share it for sure.
Right, our beautiful show as usual. We have got an exciting guest.
Yes.
So the question is, what are you going to do about breaking your habits? So I'm thinking we should talk about not just the negative side in breaking the habit. We should talk about the benefits of it as well.
Yes,
because having habits can be beneficial.
Yes, they
So,
can.
yeah, I've got Kerry listening on there. So, yeah, please share this when you can.
I'm going to go tune up.
Okay. Right, so we will see you in 30 seconds because our guest is the habit breaker herself, Christine Wright. See you soon.
Yay. Okay.
Welcome back. And hello, Christine.
Hi, Adam. Hi,
Hello.
Andrea, come on!
Someone was calling my phone. They were blowing up my phone. I was making sure that my kids are okay. And it wasn't even one of my kids. So it was like, oh.
Yeah, it's probably a spam call. But anyway, we've already got comments coming through already.
Yeah.
We've got Charlotte Webster. Hello, I hope you're well. She's coming. Mine and Kerry's tomorrow, so happy days. We've got Gina KW Palmer. Is that one of
niece? Hey, niece.
That's your niece. All right. Okay. Brilliant. We've got Robert Brocker as usual.
Yes. Hey, Robert.
Hello,
Welcome
hello.
back.
Yep. So please share this all. And anyway, let's get
Ed.
started. Habit breaker, Christine. Now, I want to start with the fact that when I asked you to come onto the show, the excitement and the response from you was just phenomenal.
Of course, it's a great thing to be on. It's honestly anything to do with mental health, anything to making changes, positive changes to yourself, to others, to anybody in the world. What is not good about that? And what a platform to be on and sharing it with two wonderful people.
Oh,
And I am, honestly, all day at work, I've been like, right, okay, 8 o'clock. So I'm like, do my makeup specially for you.
well, I've done mine tonight, so there you go.
I'm like, yay! So I've been in a cold warehouse all day today. So, because
Where are you?
Where am I? I'm actually in my living room. So I've got my Mac set up in the corner, because my office
I was going to say,
upstairs is being
it looked like a warehouse to me. Yeah.
Here we
That
go.
looks nice. I was going to say, that's a nice warehouse. Well, your home is
still
nice.
behind the door.
So where are you located?
I
Where are you
am
located? What part of
in
the world?
Leeds, in West Yorkshire, in the UK. So
You
it's
play in the house.
in Leeds, which is a lovely part of Yorkshire. It's beautiful.
Leeds. Did you actually know that where I am, I'm literally about 2.5 hours away from Leeds on the train?
Really? Where are you?
Blackburn with Darwin.
Don't know where that is, but
No, nobody in the UK actually does know where that is. Okay, how about this? Because with Yorkshire, see, or even people in Liverpool or London, they always say, when we mention Blackburn with Darwin, they ain't got a clue what we're talking about. But if we mention, we're about 45 minutes on the train from Manchester, they're like, okay.
So you're 45 minutes from Manchester?
Yes.
Hey, I was in Manchester today.
See? She knows what Manchester is. I think everyone knows.
England. Yeah, they got a song. Across the Atlantic Sea. Yeah.
Oh, we've got
There's
Andrea
a song about Manchester, England.
We've got Andrea singing
I'm sorry.
tonight.
I was watching Hair today.
Brilliant.
And that song happened to be in there. Yes, that song happened to be in there. And you said Manchester, England. It just hit me like, yeah, sing the song, girl.
I did a dance many, many years ago, totally off subject, Andrea. But I used to be in amateur dramatics, and we did a dance to Aquarius, and that's, oh my gosh, loved it.
Anyway, back on track. Hello, Sherry, my beautiful wife. She's here. We've got Sherry Laffler.
Hey, Sherry. She says Stinking Lincoln in the house.
Yeah, we've got Mary Nixon, fellow warrior. We've got Annette Chiappi in the house. They're all coming.
Full house today. Yeah.
Hey, it's never full. It's never full. There's always room for people. Right, Christine.
Yes.
Habit breaker. So, I want to talk about what when you hear the word habits, what comes to you?
Wow, good question. Habits to me.
I'm full of them.
Habits to me is obviously it's a pattern. It's something that we continually do, and most often than not, we don't realise we're doing them. First, easiest thing to come to mind: brushing your teeth. That's a habit we've developed since being a child. It's instilled in you from your parents, or your carer, or whoever. Is go brush your teeth when you wake up. Go brush your teeth before school. Go brush your teeth before bed. So these are like micro habits, and then obviously that's a very good habit. But then you see there's the other side to the habit train, which are the ones that we fall into, because we're numbing some pain, we're numbing that void. Could even be boredom, anything like that. And it can be something as simple as, well, I'm just bored, I'm just going to have that cigarette or that glass of wine, or do you know what? I'm going to have that cake. And then that cake becomes one of those things, oh, can I have cake? It's 3:00, so it really does vary. And obviously you've got, like I said, the good habits. And what we tend to do at Habit Breaker is we change the negative habits. We try and put you through this reframing system to break the negative habit. But in order to do that, you have to build a positive habit. And what we tend to do is go back to your childhood. What is it that you really liked? What is it you felt you missed out on? What is it that you
practice?
Yeah, and then go, right, okay, say I had somebody who used to play the flute. Well, I used to play the flute as a kid. Well, why don't you do it anymore? Well, I do this instead. This has got in the way. This is life. This is children. This is work. This is alcohol.
Excuses.
And right, okay, let's go back. Go get a secondhand flute. Just try it. Just try it. And now she absolutely loves it. And it's about instilling past things that we really, really did love and desire, but it got kicked out of us, so to speak, because of adulting or other stresses and things like that. And it doesn't necessarily have to be something that we've done in the past. It could be something that you'd love to do, but you're not brave enough or bold enough to do it. So therefore it's getting into the habit of self-love, self-care. Let's build you up. Let's go try and do that new thing you want to do. Burlesque dancing. Let's go pole dancing. Let's go photography, whatever it may be, just so that they get that little bit of fire back in the bellies, rather than just sat null and void.
Absolutely. I want to pick on Robert's comment here. He put, I've heard it said that developing a habit that serves us, that doesn't increases the probability of a better outcome. Now, I'm going to pick on that, but because I'm going to change it.
Okay.
Because we don't develop habits, we create them. Like, we've always got habits within us, but it's using that creativity to implement them.
Yeah.
Yes. Annette likes to dance.
Lovely.
Andrea likes to sing.
And read poetry.
Yes. I like to annoy people. I'm joking.
Yes, dancing is good too. That's for sure.
Dancing is one of my, again, mental health. If we go back to mental health,
yes,
dancing is something that I use to get rid of negative energy, to build myself back up. When I'm doing my public speaking, I know Tony Robbins has a trumpet at the side of his stage, and he'll just get his nervous energy out. I actually put my earpods in, and I have a damn good rave in a car park, wherever, and I'm just in the zone. And music is such a powerful tool to bring yourself out of that.
I'm glad you mentioned music. Also, I'll get to Kerry's comment in a minute because it's a really good one. But when I'm down, depressed, which I've not been that in a very long time, I actually I've got myself into that habit of listening to depressing music, and that seems to help. But I like to listen to a bit of Evanescence.
That's art therapy. That's art therapy right there. You can utilize it however you need it. It doesn't have to be always something to uplift you. You might have some emotions that they arise to leave, right? So use that music as a tool to help you get it on up out of you. You know what I'm saying? To make it feel
therapy. It's creative therapy, especially when you're doing a bit of meditation as well, because Kerry has always questioned how the hell can I actually sleep, because I can actually sleep listening to any sort of music. It doesn't matter what it is, pop, rock, heavy metal. I listen to it, it helps me sleep. So
with
that's
you.
my habit.
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
That's how
Anyway,
I am.
yeah,
Yes.
Kerry's
Listen to
comment.
music while you go to bed.
Exactly. Right. There you go. I have to put it up because it's a really good one.
Yeah.
It's really good.
These are what are known as micro habits. These are small habits. So, like I said before, brushing the teeth, brushing your hair, getting in the shower, even moisturizing, you know, once you've got out of the shower. So many people don't moisturize because it's just arduous, maybe. But do you know what? It's a habit. Once you start getting into that habit of moisture, this is a top tip for you, Adam.
Go on.
Getting into the habit of moisturizing.
I do moisturize.
Okay, I'm sorry.
How dare you? I do.
My place.
Not all men do, though. Not all men do. I think that's why you asked it.
But do you know what it is?
Well,
so I've got to.
I'm guilty. I'm
Oh,
guilty.
honestly, since I've
I'm
started
guilty of
putting
that.
moisture back in your body, it makes you feel good. It makes you really feel good. Your skin looks healthier. I can get on all about my skin therapies and regimes and everything, but I'm not here to talk about that. It's about self-love. It's another form of act of self-love. It's right, okay, you're looking after your body. And again, these are habits. These can be really good, positive habits, which will set you up for your day, for your week, for your month. And it will make you look younger and younger and like stopping out drinking. When I stopped drinking, I got told the years lifted off me. And it's like, what have you done? And I was just like, I just don't drink anymore.
No, neither do I.
What? Well, do you drink a lot of water? And I'm like, well, no, not really.
Yes.
That's a habit I need to get into. Drink more water.
Yes.
But yeah, it's amazing. Once you start looking after your body and what you put in your body as well as on your body, it's self-love, it's self-care. It gets rid of a lot of the toxicity that gives us the freeway to do these unhealthy habits, whether it's alcohol, beer, drugs, sex, shopping, all things like that.
I just have to say, the Mediterranean diet says you can have one drink a day, and that's healthy for you.
I don't drink.
But I don't, that's one. They didn't say 10 or 5, one a day. Kind of like an apple.
Yeah. The thing is, the reason I started, and Adam, you know my backstory. I was a functioning alcoholic. I was like 3 bottles of wine a night in. And it's like, okay, something's got to give here, because if it's not going to be my liver, it's going to be this. And I'm going to end up doing something bloody stupid. And that's the whole reason and the whole journey I came on this whole new path, this new passion of mine. And it's about, break away from the crap that isn't serving you in such positive light.
Exactly. Well, our
Thank you.
Yeah, well, our self-care colleague has got a question, but also I've got one as well. Annette, what do you think is the best positive habit to create when you emotionally eat?
Emotionally eat. I wouldn't actually say it's.
We've got Christine thinking.
You've got me shutting up. That's a first, isn't it?
Is it?
Just gone quiet. So, say the question again, Adam. So,
I'll do one better for you, love. I'll put it up.
What do you think is the best positive habit to create for when you emotionally eat? Now, the thing that I say to my clients is, ask yourself why you are emotionally eating. You've got to get to the root first.
Find the trigger.
You've got to find the trigger.
Yeah.
And a good tip which I do give my clients, and I'm happy to share, is so if your habit is you're eating your emotions, when you feel that craving coming on, when you feel that sadness coming on, Have you heard of the chimp parody, where you've got the chimp on the shoulder? It's like the good chimp, and then so I always say, name your habit. Somebody you either really, really dislike, whether or not that was somebody who bullied you, and that's the reason why you may be emotionally. It may be somebody from work who you can't. Do you understand what I'm saying? So something that triggers you so much that you want to go, "Ugh!" and you literally name that habit, that person. And when you feel those emotions coming, am I making sense, Adam? You're pulling faces.
No, I'm just thinking when you mentioned the chimp on the shoulder. See, I've never heard of that, but
Right.
there's another phrase that we call it, and that's comfort eating.
Yeah.
It's
So-
that.
So if you're comfort eating and you've got that little voice in your head going, you know you want that. You know you want that biscuit. You know you want that cake. And you're only wanting that cake because you're sad, you're unhappy,
Yeah.
or you're bored, or you've had a crap day at work. It's that little chimp sat on your shoulder. So it could be the devil, not the angel. You know, it could be that that annoying person. So what we do within Habit Breaker is right, name that annoying chimp on your shoulder. Make it relatable. Make it personal. Because by making it personal, you're taking control back. You're taking control from that noise in your head, going, okay, I acknowledge that you're there. And it's fear, and this is what freaks people out. It's feeling the fear. It's feeling that emotion. Right, I'm in control now. I know you want me to have that cake. I'm not going to let you win. So say it's called Simon, this chimp.
Mine's called Kerry. I'm joking.
So, you can say, just go. I mean, I'm not going to swear because I'm being good today. But
Hey, if you want it, you're expressing how you feel. I've said a lot worse.
well, girl, just
what you're saying is respond to it.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying.
Basically, you're
face it, respond to it.
Yeah,
I respond to it by saying,
Jane has got
I tell,
it.
Yeah,
and
you have
then
to
that
tell
way-
yourself no.
And that way, you're overriding as well the craving. So craving is only a very short, limited amount of time. So by you having this two-way conversation with the chimp, that piece of cake on your shoulder, you're overriding the time. And that's just one of the tools. Obviously, it doesn't work overnight. You've got to get into the habit. You've got to get into the understanding of
Thank
this is
you.
what I need to do. It doesn't work just like that. It's just one of those things. It's like anything else. You have to work at it to understand it, embrace it, and go through those fears and feelings with it. So
yeah, I always say
shifting.
Yeah, exactly. Mindset shift, but you also need to make a plan and then process it and execute it.
If you know you're a comfort eater, another thing I would do is make sure you don't have. You do a list when you go grocery shopping. You don't put the cakes, you don't put the biscuits in, you don't put things in like that. You put things. The chimp has grown into a gorilla. Jeez, I had a match with the gorilla. Do you know what? That is an epic saying. That the chimp's grown into a bloody gorilla. Indeed, it has.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall, Annette.
Yeah. So maybe when you say, Adam, about planning, plan what you're going to put in your trolley, and plan maybe putting bananas in to feed the gorilla, rather than cakes. It's about planning.
Right.
But again, it's a system. It's a series of sequences that you have to go through. There's 4 steps in the habit loop, and it's a series that you have to go through.
So my question then.
Talk to myself. I'm just saying. I'm able to talk to the gorilla. You know what I'm saying? And tell the gorilla no. And like you said, make a better choice. Now I'm willing to go down there instead of having my soda. I've been trying beet lemon ginger juice. You know what I'm saying?
Are you still drinking soda?
Yeah, no. Look. Beet lemon ginger juice and water. Look. changed my life. But you're right. You have to keep on top of it. You have to be consistent. And it is a process. It is. It wasn't
Okay.
easy,
What is?
but I'm
Once
here. I made it.
once you have the tools in place and like the mindset and everything else and tools along the way, it's a lot easier.
Mhm.
You've got to be prepared for some pain points though, and
Right.
knowing that they will come, but you can overcome them because they're going to be short-lived. It's
Okay.
what you need to get to the
Mhm.
other side. What's at the other side? That's the real beauty. That's the goal.
Okay, my question, I think I'm going to get you on this one. What's the difference between a habit and an obsession?
Oh, wow. You see, oh gosh,
See, we are raw, honey. Yeah, we are raw.
absolutely right.
We can put a disclaimer out there. Christine does not know anything we're going to ask her. No script or nothing.
I know.
Even look at this. Even that's a nice one. I have to ask it.
Who's cheering you on? Nice one, Adam. Nice one, Adam.
That's a net.
Yeah.
An obsession.
Good one, Jana.
Do you know? I think I've got to go now. I'm joking.
You don't.
I know I don't. You're right.
No, but it is a good. It is a good question though, because a lot of people have these habits, but they also have obsessions as well.
Well, a good habit which can lead into an obsession is gym goers. So, you know, they may start, right, I need to shed a few pounds, I need to get fit. And then they get into that realm of being in the gym environment, and then it becomes an addiction. It becomes an obsession.
I agree.
But in terms of, do you know, I've never been asked that question, so I can't answer that truthfully and honestly. And I don't want to give a bullshit answer.
First time for everything.
I know. I'm going to write it down there, and I'm going to see what I can find out.
Oh, we're gonna have to put that question on LinkedIn now. Really?
That is a really powerful question.
Yeah.
But yeah, and again, like addiction, many obsession and addiction. Again, what's the difference between them? You're obsessed about getting the next hit. You're obsessed about getting the next fix. So yeah, it's a. Yeah, I don't know what to say in that. You stumped me. But no, I'm going to put that question in LinkedIn, and so should you.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a marvelous question. And I'll be honest, I'll be like, oh my God, I got absolutely flummoxed. If you don't know
I think everyone should do that. I think everyone should put on social media that question.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a habit and an obsession?
Yeah.
Well, Kerry's nowhere to be seen, so she's probably doing that now. Who knows? See, Andrea's on it already, so there you go.
Yeah, you know me. Yeah,
I do know you.
To know that one too.
Honestly, that has brought the biggest smile to my face, even though it completely threw me off guard. It's like, okay, that's food for thought. That is like, right, okay.
Yes, we can all
go on, Jana.
Something.
Yeah, go on, Jana. Yeah, please research it. Habit versus obsession. I think that is the biggest question anyone can ever ask.
That's a wicked question.
I ain't got a clue where that come from. I've got nothing in front of me.
Sent divinely to go, do you know what? Sort her out. She thinks she can break people's habits. I've got a workshop in time, and that's going to be my opening question. What's the difference between a habit and an obsession? Obviously, I'll research it first, and then I'll be able to answer the question.
You've got to give us feedback.
Okay, you know I did a little research. Y'all want to know a little bit?
Yeah, go on then.
What's the difference? An obsession becomes a ritual or compulsive routine, which becomes part of your everyday life, often bringing with it anxiety, especially if you have been unable to carry out the task. Whereas a habit is something you do regularly without even thinking about it. Like cleaning your teeth. So that came from hypnotherapy directory.org from the UK. Yes.
Adam has an obsession of having fun. Yeah, you're cheeky. Cheeky you are.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm cheeky. I'd say I like to bring fun and humour to mental health, because if we're all taking it seriously, it's like,
Absolutely. It's,
why?
No.
do you know,
Hang it up.
fun is part of the reframing exercise that I put people through. Focus on fun. Absolutely. You've got to have fun, because otherwise you're not going to stick to the habit. If it's
That's
not going to be
right.
fun, you're not going to stick to it.
Well, now we've got an answer. Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you, Andrea.
Yes, you know me, I'm a research. Yes. So that gives us some food for thought on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it looks like everyone's going to ask that question now in future. So there you go. Have you got any questions, Andrea, before I think of another powerful one?
Nobody, we know when you asked me, just a minute, Andrea, right? Nobody said to me when I agreed to do this interview, Christine,
What'd he say?
Chung, chung, you're going to be like John Wayne in there, batting them off all these questions. It's like, yeah, come in and have a chat. It'll be nice. It is nice. I am joking.
See, I tell the truth.
I know. So
He didn't warn me either. He wouldn't let me, my first show, he wouldn't let me prepare. He was like, we just going to go with it. And I was
Just
like,
go
oh
with it.
boy.
Have you ever seen
But it has been great. It's been great.
There's a cartoon in the UK, I think it's called Batfink. It used to be a really old cartoon. And he had wings of steel. And he used to shield himself like that to shield things off. Maybe I should just stand with a cape and bat off the questions.
Okay, I got a good one. Okay.
Go on then.
Okay, so when it comes to obsession and, like we were saying, habit, and it can become an obsession, right?
Yeah.
How do you find the balance? How do you find that balance in there? What are some ways to find the balance of that?
I think, again, finding the balance of anything is understanding why you're doing it in the first place. What is it that is tipping you over the edge? What is it that you're not coping with? Because I think once you find your coping mechanisms change and your coping mechanisms become unhealthy, that can then lead to unhealthy habits, which can then obviously lead to obsessions where you're not, like Adam, you've just said, the habit is you do it without thinking, you do it without thinking. Whereas an obsession is, when am I going to get that next fix? When am I going to get that next drink? And I, again, making it relatable to my journey, because that's really why I did what I do. That's really why I do what I do. Is because I remember thinking 6 o'clock I can have a drink of wine. 6 o'clock is wine o'clock. Then it became 5 o'clock. So obviously I'm obsessing then. There you go. I'm obsessing over having that next glass of wine. And 5 o'clock became 4 o'clock. So it's one of those things, isn't it? It's understanding at what point do you go, enough's enough, because if I carry on doing this, it will take me, I will be uncontrollable.
I want to pick up on that. Have you noticed, because I used to do this as well, I'm guilty as charged. Have you noticed when it comes to, well, we call it beer o'clock, have you noticed when you set a time and then literally half an hour before that time, you sat there looking at the clock, or you're looking at the time, thinking, it needs to hurry up.
But do you know what, Adam? And this is the thing as well. It's also become socially acceptable for that time to be okay. You know, it's you see it on social media posts, you see it on marketing materials. It's wine o'clock, it's the gin fairy, all these kinds of things which target. You get them in the the little plaques that you can put on wall, gin o'clock, all things like that. And the amount of people that give them as gifts because it's socially acceptable. What you're doing? Oh, it's Prosecco Tuesday. We're all going out for Prosecco, even though Tuesday is midweek and it's a school night and all drinking on a school night. And it does become harder to break away from that because everybody else around you or in your social circle or at work or wherever, that's what they do. So again, a lot of people, not everybody, but social circles make it allowable and don't really question. If you went to the supermarket and put 3 bottles of wine in your trolley, nobody would bat an eyelid. If you put 3 cakes in your trolley, nobody would bat an eyelid. But if you put...
Ask yourself, why am I doing this?
3 grams of Coke in your trolley, there'd be all hell, whoa, what's going on? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it depends what the habit, what the obsession is, how it becomes. So, oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's just another glass of wine. 5 o'clock, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and
the messages that you're giving yourself, saying it's okay. You know what I'm saying? No, the message we need to be giving ourselves is, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
And by the time you finish saying, oh, it's just a glass of wine, you've gone through how many bottles?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's 3 normal,
and you already know that's what's going to happen. See.
Yeah. Or I've opened the bottle. I might as well finish it.
But you bought 3.
Yeah.
See, you started with 3. So we already knew when we look them 3 cakes. Oh, I'm gonna eat them cakes. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason I'm buying 3.
Yeah.
It's it's what we tell ourselves in the
beginning. I want to pick on Jana's comment here. If you notice a time when it comes to addictions, habits, then should you set up to be busy at that time? Example, be at the gym instead of home to help break that.
It's a very good question, Anna.
Can you put it up there so I can see it? Sorry.
Yeah, of course.
I would say yes, because what you're doing is you're changing the unhealthy habit for something positive. But in order for that to stick, you need to get underneath the root cause. Okay, why are you doing? It's all of this is about the why. Why are you doing what you're doing? What is it that is causing you? And some people don't know. Some people don't know straight away because they're too fearful of digging deep. Well, I don't actually know why I'm like that. But just cut out the noise. Cut out the noise and just sit with self for half an hour and go, right, okay, when did I start eating like this? When did I start drinking like this? When did I start taking cocaine? And it often follows a path and a channel, and you'll be able to really go backwards and see there, right, well, was that the trigger? Well, no, actually, that wasn't the trigger because before that, it was this. And then you'll see like a journey being plotted. And it's all about being brave. It's all about being, do you know what? Do I want to live with this for the rest of my life and taking control over my life? Or do I want to be bloody fierce, be able to make that switch in my mindset and go, right, this is what I need to do. It's like wallpapering over cracks. That old adage, you wallpaper over a crack in the wall, it's gonna come through, it's gonna show through, it's not going to be perfect. Whereas if you get to the root of it and you plaster it and you fill it in and then you smooth it out and you sand it down and you put your lining paper on and you put your wallpaper on, that's going to be a much more sleeker finish and look far more polished. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're going beyond those cracks and those surfaces, because by just coating over it, you're masking it. You'll fail. The thing is, you will fail in breaking that habit. And failure is not a bad thing. Failure is a right. Okay, I've tried it. It didn't work that way. What do I need to do now to get back to where I want to be? And it's about finding the energy, the time set, is it the right time for you to be doing it? You know, there's these things that you have to take into consideration. And one of the first things that I do with my clients is I sit and I go, right, okay, realization. That's the first thing. Okay, you've realized there's something not right. What is it that's not right? And then I'll take them on that journey. And then it will be envisagement. Okay, so this is where you're at now. This is where it was born from. Where do you want to be? Where is it that you want to be? And most often it's up here. Well, don't aim for the stars, not straight away. Let's just aim for that next step. Get there.
I have a question.
Build. Yes, my darling.
So do you receive people who are trying to break habits and they come to you? Do they have to acknowledge, I mean, you would have to acknowledge, I would think, that you have a habit, right? And do you help people to discover what the habit is?
More often than not, they come to me when they realize this could get out of hand. So I don't deal with addiction. So if I just make that, I'm not trained to deal with addiction. I wouldn't want to make any false promises. Even though I was addicted to alcohol, I guess it would make me an expert in my field. Well, do you know what? I got out of my own addiction by following these methods. But I really want to get to the people who, I'm not 100% there yet. If I carry on doing what I'm doing, it will only be a matter of time before it grasps me. And that's who my target audience is. And that's the ones who can then have the conversation. Right, where do you want to be? What is it you want to do? How far have you got on with this? So in terms of people coming to me, it's normally through workshop, and it ignites in their head, oh gosh, that could be me. You know, there's that little spark that's just, that could be me. Or even right down to procrastination, a habit like procrastination. You know, we can all procrastinate. We can all, I'll do it later. Why are you doing it later? Why not?
You might need a break, and it's okay to do it later. Sometimes you got to take care of yourself.
But you also, and again, this was me. It's like, I'll do it later because I was so fearful of being seen. And if I put it off, I wouldn't be seen. So therefore, well, there you go. It didn't work. So again, it's the mindset loop that you have to go through.
It's the conscious mind versus subconscious.
Yeah. Powerful. This is the most powerful thing in the world, but yet it's the most fragile.
It is. And the thing is, when it comes, that's where the mindset, like you said, when it comes, people come to you and they've already figured out that they have a habit that they need some help with. So to me, I have to say thumbs up to them, because you know what? Just getting there, just realizing, you see what I'm saying? That's half the battle right there.
That is half the battle. It's about being true to self.
Okay. I've got an interesting question, and I don't know if you'll know the answer to this.
Andrea, do you need to read the second part of your poem?
Okay.
I might need, look, I'm going to drink my beetle juice.
You drink your beetle juice, right? How do you get yourself out of the habit of constantly being abused and manipulated?
Oh.
That's deep.
That is deep. And that boils down to value of self-worth.
Yeah.
Massively. If you allow others to manipulate and bully and all of that, is because your own value of yourself
It's not up there.
isn't high.
No.
It isn't high. You have to set that bar higher. And in doing that, it's all about self-love. It's all about self-management. It's all about putting the good stuff in your body. It's all about, going back to the beginning of this conversation when we first started, about drinking water, putting water in your body, detoxing, all things like that. That is key, and that is what will get you to a place. I'm not just saying water, there's everything else, but meditation, there's channeling, there's grounding, there's going for walks. Oh God, being out in nature is the
spirituality, music.
Absolutely. Find something that you can connect to, which raises your vibration as a person. And because when you do that, your own self-worth rises with that. And if you constantly keep doing that, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. You're going to learn boundaries. You're going to be able to say no. That's the other big thing. It's not a selfish act in saying no. Mastering the art of saying no is a very, very powerful tool. Obviously, say no to things that don't serve you well. But if you're wanting to protect your energy and your space, and you get asked to go to certain places, and you're like, well, I don't really want to go. Well, why don't you want to go? Well, those people, they bully me or they manipulate me. Well, be bold and be true to self and say, do you know what? Not this time, because you won't be strong enough to say, actually, I'm not going because these are the reasons. I find that you're manipulative and I find that you're bullying. So once you start building up your power, you will get to a mindset and a place where you can actually call them out on that, because they won't be used to you calling them out.
Yeah, because they like to.
I'm there now in my life. I'm living that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm living that right now. They don't get it, and they see a change in me, but I have
you know
to
what,
explain,
Andrea?
hey,
But
I
those
take care of
people,
myself.
exactly, those people will drop off because those people will no longer be your tribe. I've lost numerous friends. I've outgrown them. And these are friends that I've had since I was 12, 13 years old. Or this is one particular friend, she saved my life. But yet I feel that I was held back and I had to break away. And in doing so, I've been allowed to flourish. And I think that's get rid's a really harsh word. It's protection. Protect yourself, protect your own energies. And you can do this anywhere. You can do it in the supermarket. Protect your own energy, because the people that you're surrounding yourself, strangers, you don't know what their energy is. Sometimes you can feel they make me feel a bit off. Oh, I'm a little bit icky. You have to protect yourself. Spiritually, you have to protect yourself.
Yeah, there's been times where Kerry's questioned, why have I walked to town then walked back, even when it was raining. I'm like, because I want to clear my head. I want a bit of me time. And she stayed silent then, because that's exactly how it goes.
Sitting on my porch.
Yeah.
Watching the birds.
Is that with the squirrels?
Yes, where the squirrels will come up. Ask my sister, Sherry. A squirrel jumped almost on her back one time. We were sitting out there eating some little tacos. You cannot. They come up on the porch and beg here, okay?
Oh my gosh. In the UK, Andrea, it's seagulls. If you're
oh my.
I can't remember where I went. And these seagulls, no, it was the worst, the Blackpool seagulls, I tell you. I was in Wales, honestly, and then I had to hide in a telephone box, and they stood on top of the telephone box. And I was like, I daren't move, so I'm eating my ice cream like this. It was so scary. And then we had donuts, so I was throwing donuts so I could get rid of them. Anyway, that's a different story. It's all about having fun.
Yes.
But yeah.
That's what we do.
That's exciting, huh?
Seagulls, they're a nightmare.
They are.
Squirrels, we chase them. My sister actually chased them with rocks and threw them at them. So they probably see us as the crazy lady, so they don't mess with us no more. They don't. come up on the porch when we're up there. But I won't be out there with food though. I will say that. They'll come, I think, if I have food. It doesn't matter.
They'll be rustling in the kitchen. What's Andrea cooking? They're all stood there like that.
Yeah, they're sitting in the tree like, what's she doing in there?
Well, have you noticed though, and Kerry's probably going to get me for this, but have you noticed animals like squirrels or cats or dogs, they're like kids? Because obviously where my kitchen is, there's back room and that's where I'm at currently. But when I'm not cooking, nowhere to be seen. But as soon as I turn on that cooker and a small smell of the food starts cooking, I turn around and they're there. I'm like, whoa! They almost give me a heart attack multiple times.
It depends if you're a good cook. I'm a pretty crap cook.
I'm always cooking. Kerry, I'm a good cook. She's here. She's tuned in. Kerry can't live without my cooking.
Why would she dare say no? You're the cook too? I'd be like, you got it going on. If she's not even, she's letting you do it. Yeah.
Well, we've got a friend coming tomorrow, and she's requested for me to make homemade burgers. I know we're going off topic here, and I don't know why, but so that's what I'm going to be doing.
But hey, it could.
But you're talking about self-care.
Yeah, and a new cooking.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, I don't make burgers using a fryer or the oven or anything like that. I use a waffle maker.
A what? Wow.
Okay.
Hey, I've uploaded all the videos to TikTok. So yeah.
Okay. Mr. Burger Maker on the waffle maker. Okay.
Hey, you know what? I'll do a Facebook Live tomorrow about it.
We want
okay, I'm gonna be looking out.
Penny in a hat with your waffle maker and your patties.
Yeah, I'll make it about 4:45. 4:45. There you go.
Cool. But yeah, that's self-care. You're having
your
loved ones coming over. You know what I mean? So why not make some waffle burgers?
Exactly. That's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Anyhow, what is right? You're an author, aren't you?
Me. It's not being published yet. Again, going back to that fear of being seen. It's there. Okay. It just needs to be.
Why is it there? See, I'm using that on you now.
I know. Why is it there? Why is it sat there, Chrissy? And why have you done nothing with it? Because it's some real honest truths. There's truths in there, and people could get upset and offended. I try to protect them as much as I can. But it all boils down to why I started drinking at 14 years old. It's the story. It's my journey. So it's there.
Think about this then. I'm going to use a bit of NLP. I'm going to use a bit of NLP here, and I'm not NLP trained either. Well, mix of NLP and psychology maybe. You're in that fear of possibly offending someone, but at the same time, you have to think publishing it, you may help someone.
Oh my gosh, 100%. Honestly, and going back to the chimp, I'm not perfect. I'm not here saying.
But whatever it is, whether they're offended or whether you're helping them, it's only their perception.
Exactly. It's that's their narrative.
Exactly.
But it'll help everybody get to the other side. I'm where you are. I have my book sitting here of my life too. And I tell you, I see everybody else publishing books and I'm sitting here like, Andrea, I get on myself because I feel you, Christine. I'm feeling you right now. Some things that you have said has resonated with me and I have a whole different perspective on it now. Thank you for giving me permission to do it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's often the thing. We often just need permission. And it might not be from self, it might be from somebody else, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surrounded by some amazing people, and I feel truly, honestly blessed. I'm grateful. Every night, gratitude journal done. Every morning, get up. These are my habits. These are my routines.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
again, it's building up that strength. It's built, right, okay, I know it will come. I know that that book will be published.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that book needs to be published within the next year. Because if it's not,
Mm-hmm.
somebody may not be here.
Well, there you go. There you go. She said it live, guys.
Mm-hmm.
She said it live. Within the year, her book needs to be published. There you go.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And this is going to end up on Spotify as well, and Amazon
Let me
Music.
take my earplugs out. I don't want to hear that because mine might not be a year. I don't know when.
Yeah, Andrea, come on, we'll do it together. Sisters.
I'm going to share this live 12 months today. I'm going to share it.
Yeah. Chrissy, have you done it
Okay.
yet? Adam, I did it 2 months ago. Yeah, we're bestseller. I'm in Waterstones. Yeah. My book signing. Are you coming, actually, Adam?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so what?
Mm-hmm.
Right, on a personal note now, what's next for the Habit Breaker? What's she up to?
What's next?
Wow. I'm just getting ready, building new content for launching in January, because obviously people think January is the best time to start a new habit. In actual fact, there's no better time than now. So what I'm going to do is I'm doing a lot of free workshops online, just so that I can build my community in my private groups and things like that. But also, I don't want people to think that they have to pay for services, you know, because people say, well, you can go to Alcoholics Anonymous, that's free. It is free,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes, I mean, they are amazing. The AA works. It wouldn't have been going on for so long if it didn't work. And I've got friends who have gone to AA and not chosen my path, my route, because they weren't into the spirituality side of things, even though AA speaks of God and stuff like that. Mine's very different. So I'm making new content. I'm making new free content so people can jump in and go through certain workshops. There's quite a few public speaking gigs coming up that we're doing. I do a lot of work for women's festivals. So I've got a festival coming up in a couple of weeks. So I'm doing a wellbeing tent there called Womani Fest, and that's in Cheshire in the UK. I've just done one called The Burning Woman, and that was forgotten where that was, but it's all lovely spirituality, women coming together, empowering. We walk on glass, we walk on hot coals, we bend arrows with our throats, and it's all about pushing each other's boundaries and believing in one another and holding that space and social circle, women's circles and things like that. So
I actually want to do
I love
that.
circles.
I actually want to
Circles
walk
is
on
my
hot
thing.
call. I want to walk on hot call. I really do.
it's
Oh,
amazing.
no. Mm-mm.
It's amazing. Do you know,
That's
I was
all right.
more fearful of walking on broken glass than hot coal.
I'm not walking on none of that.
Give me my flip flops and my Crocs. I'll have them.
No.
Well, anyway, thanks for coming on, Christine.
You're welcome. Thank
Yes.
you for asking me. Oh my God, I don't know the answer.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
well,
is Women's Equality Day. Happy
Is it?
Women's Equality Day tomorrow.
oh,
And
woman's
congratulations to Adam, because he's getting ready to get the
Yes.
award for the
Yes.
Gentleman of the Hearts Award in November.
Yeah, I've won an award. I'm one of 66 people of men to win this award, so I'll be off to London in November. I'll be dragging my wife with me, so there you go.
Brilliant.
So there you go.
And Miss Habit Breaker, I need to connect with you. You know, I'm always trying to hook up with whoever comes on the show. I'm like, come on now, let's do this. Let's keep it moving together.
Oh, Adam, we're doing retreats as well, Andrea. We're doing retreats as well. So I'm setting retreats up as well.
Okay.
Ooh,
Well,
I love
speaking of
retreats.
that, our other warrior, Annette Chiappi, she wants to connect with you as well. So I've got a lot of connecting to do.
That means a lot. I'm so grateful.
Yes.
Thank you. And
Yes.
honestly,
Go
carry
on.
what you're doing because it's phenomenal. You are absolutely you're killing this space.
I know. That's why we're getting an award for it.
I love it. I was nominated, just to take it from you a bit, I was nominated
Here we go.
Inspirational Woman of the Year last year.
Oh, congrats on that.
I didn't get
Oh,
it.
here we go. Here we go.
But do you know what?
Nominations are worthy.
It's all about, Adam, I am so thrilled you're getting this award. Absolutely thrilled. And I will share the crap out of it when you post it on social media.
I will be plastering it on social media. Don't you worry about that.
So proud of this dude. Look what he's got. Honestly.
Yeah, the certification I will be getting. Yeah.
Yes, I
rocking
love
it,
it.
Bella. You're rocking it.
Yes.
Right. Well, we'll catch you all later. Well, that's it now. I'm on a few days break. About time, because next week I'm in for a hell of a week.
And was trying to take on more.
I was, but I've backed out on some. But yeah, our next show, Andrea, next week, Dr. Erin Oxel, and we're talking about the psychology of happiness. There you go.
Yeah,
that's out for.
Gonna be, I'm so excited. Yes.
Right. Well, we'll end the show now. Yeah, we'll end the show. Don't go anywhere, Christine, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.